first choice. I don't under-fucking-stand, bro. You're always my fucking first choice, so why can't I be yours? You can never fucking reciprocate the love I give to you. No one! How is it that fucking hard?
You can touch my hoo-ha. It is so juicy.
Oh my god, you're so beautiful. How are you single? How are you single? Baby, I'm single because no man's ego is safe with me.
It's been nearly 10 months with any touch from intimacy that I've ever had except with myself. DJ every night. Anyway.
Hey fellas, here we go again. Get ready as we dive into more of these old hags ranting about the silliest things about dating. It's going to be a long time before they realize they're the problem. Anyway, let's go.
So you're telling me, that you could see me naked and finish on my back, but you can't wish me a happy birthday? Are you fucking serious?
Who gave him access in the first place? He played you, or did you play yourself? These women keep giving easy access to men who've shown zero investment, then demand commitment after getting treated like a free sample. Let us know in the comment section below if it's your birthday today so the other gentlemen watching this can wish you a great one.
I find it deeply alarming when usually a man wants to date a woman that is 19 years old, 20, 21, and you're pushing 30, you're over 30, you're 40? I can't even hold a conversation with somebody that's 21, hardly at all, willingly. And you're telling me that you want to have intercourse? You couldn't pay me to have a 21-year-old pee-pee anywhere. I'm sorry, I become inverted just speaking to them.
I think jealousy is clearly the driving force here. She tries to frame men as predators for wanting younger women, even though every age she listed is above the legal limit. It's a transparent attempt to shame men because she's way past her prime and cannot compete with the younger, hotter, and smarter women. She's complaining about men wanting women in their peak years, simply because she's no longer one of them.
Stop liking me and not fucking talking to me. Why? Why do you keep liking my fucking profile and not fucking talking to me? Honestly, it's annoying.
When I was 25, I went up to a man and said, I think we should sleep together. That's something we should probably do. And he said, okay, and we continued to do that. And then we dated. The other day, I was talking to a man that I think is kind of cute, and mid-sentence, I turned around. I left the conversation. We made eye contact too long. I then muted him on all platforms. And the next time I saw him, I ignored him the entire time. And when he did ask me a question, I left the establishment. Walked out. Mid-question. So if you're seeing this, know I'm in love with you.
I think she needs a psychiatrist or some serious medication. If that's the level of instability she's showing before even a first date, imagine the absolute nightmare she'll be inside a marriage. This is exactly why the peace of solitude's becoming so attractive. We don't need to navigate a minefield just to answer a question. Men need to stop tolerating this craziness.
You can touch my hoo-ha. It is so juicy. Tell me that it's fat and that it's in. Tell me that you love it and you want it.
Serious question. Would you honestly consider marrying a girl posting videos of herself singing songs about her taco? It's just a desperate play to harvest views and likes from miserable simps so she can monetize their loneliness. The dignity's completely gone. If she's willing to sell out for internet points, she's certainly not wife material. We don't need this trash.
It's been nearly 10 months with any touch from intimacy that I've ever had except with myself. DJ every night. Anyway, and I've been single for 4 years, and I was in a relationship for 7 years before that, and it was the wrong one. It was so toxic, and now I'm really careful with the men I have in my life and not wasting time on the wrong people. But man, I need a ride, but I don't want it to be with just anyone, and I want that person to know my worth, because I feel like if you don't know the value I bring, then I'm not willing to bring my energy to you. And I'm just starting to think, am I going to be alone for life? Is that what's going to happen? I think so.
To answer your question, are you going to be alone for life? Probably yes. You want that person to know your worth, but do you even know your self-worth? Because your TikTok videos certainly don't seem so. You're broadcasting intimate details about touching yourself to the world while demanding a man who respects you. It's a massive contradiction.
Dating in 2026 is like thrifting. You're excited at first when you find something pretty, but then you realize that everything is either damaged, overpriced, or vintage because no one wanted it in 2016. And the one decent thing, someone already tried it on, broke it, or destroyed it, and it's never gonna fit the same again. Tell me I'm wrong, because I'm not.
The analogy's spot on. It's exactly why men are walking out of the store. These women offer nothing but inflated egos and damaged goods that Chad broke years ago. If it's vintage and unwanted, it's because the market value crashed after a decade of poor decisions. We don't need to pay retail prices for salvaged titles. Now, I must warn you for this next clip. She tried so hard to tell her story. Seems like her last brain cells are fighting on how to narrate her rant in front of her camera.
If this year has taught me anything, it's that I need to stop going on dates with men. I'm currently single for the first time in 5.5 years. Well, I have been since January. And let me tell you something. I'm in hell. I'm in hell. I hate it here. Don't get it twisted. I don't need a man, but I hate it here. I don't know what was in the air this year, but I was plagued by Lachlan's and situationship hell. But what really was the icing on top of this shit fucking cake that nobody asked for was the last guy that I was seeing. Loki led me on, whatever. Come home from Europe. Next day, I'm jet lagged as fuck. And he's like, I gotta get my life sorted. Sorry. No, I'm not. What the fuck? So, bye. Could have done that before Europe. But anyway, stop speaking, obviously. And then I'm going to see Wicked. I get a message. Oh my God. I get a message from this man that apparently he just received a fine in the mail from our first date. Because apparently I wore my seatbelt wrong. Now listen, I never wear my seatbelt wrong. I'm so anal about it. It's not even funny. But I'm like, the photo is clear as day. I think I had it under my arm or something. I actually don't know. Like, I can't really tell from the photo, but I know it's not where it should be. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Why would I do that? Anyway, guys, it's a $400 fine. And it's 3 demerit points. So he tells me, and I'm like, oh my God, should have blocked him. Like, obviously I'm going to pay for it. And he was like, 300 and we'll call it even. Fair enough. Could have made me pay the whole thing. I mean, in my opinion, he should have just paid for it, period, because that's a nice thing to do. So he copped $100 and 3 demerit points, and I copped a $300 direct deposit to him. But like, is that not a sign from the universe? My first date with this man. And what comes of it? A fucking $400 fine? Right. Of course. So I'm never going on a date again. Like, ever. Literally ever. I'm done. Yeah. So that's my 2025 dating wrapped. Yeah. Fuck my fucking chungus life.
I told you guys, she's trying so hard to tell the story, but it shouldn't be this difficult. She's contradicting herself immediately. She swears she never wears the belt wrong, but even with the photo, she's still doubling down. She's playing the victim and swearing she's never dating again. Enjoy the cat life, Grandma!
Unfortunately for anyone involved, my family tree is ending with me, okay? I'm not having any fucking kids. Fuck them kids and fuck you too, for real. If that kid doesn't come out of my puss being financially independent, I don't want it. Because I'm not spending shit on anyone but myself, okay? And that's on period. Also, pregnancy looks terrible. Giving birth looks terrible. There's nothing about any of that shit that's appealing to me whatsoever, okay? Also, I'm annoying as fuck. There doesn't need to be 2 me's running around. I'm enough. Seriously.
Unfortunately? Are you sure? That's the best news we've heard all day. It's actually a public service to end that lineage immediately. She's openly admitting she's too selfish to provide for anyone else and too annoying to be replicated. It's a total win for the gene pool to cut off that branch of narcissism. We don't need another generation of people who view family as a financial burden on their shopping habits. It's natural selection working perfectly. Let the tree rot.
If you are not ready to date, get off dating apps and stop asking me on dates. I don't understand. And I know some people use dating apps, you know, for short-term fun, and that's totally fine. And I don't have a problem with that when you are honest and upfront about it. But do not act like you want to go on dates and you want to be intentional with your time when you know you don't actually want that. Like, why do you want to waste your time doing that? Like, that's not fun. That's not fun when there is no point. Please, leave me alone. Leave me out of it. You go do whatever you need to do and heal from your goddamn breakup, relationships, divorce, because I keep finding those as well. Please, leave me alone.
Is it just me, or do I see Mr. Bean in her?
Hello.
Anyway, saying leave me alone is a rich coming from someone actively trawling the apps. The reality is that these men aren't confused. They just don't want the prison sentence you're offering. They're likely fresh out of divorce court and know exactly what being intentional costs. It's not about wasting time. It's about dodging a bullet. They're taking the fun because that's the only value left on the table. We don't need another liability. Stop demanding commitment from men who've already paid the price.
Super hottie approached me today at the gym. And was I extremely fucking awkward? Yes, bro! I was! It was so bad. I don't understand how I can, like, make just the most, like, uncomfortable eye contact with people I have zero interest in, and I can get, like, super deep into conversation because I don't know how to do surface level, so then everyone fucking thinks I'm flirting with them. Men, women, elderly, like, every fucking person thinks I'm flirting with them. But the second a yadded up hot gym bro comes up to strike up conversation, I'm like, hey, yeah, so sorry, I have autism. And then it's like, okay, well, hey, why did I fucking say that? Why did I fucking say that? Well, you know, I don't know, actually. So now I'm just sitting here thinking of everything else that I should have fucking said during that conversation. Like, I was so nervous, bro, I forgot his name. Already forgot his name.
When men don't approach, they rant it all over social media. When men do approach, they fumble, claiming to be a deep conversationalist with randoms, but turning into a stuttering mess around a Chad exposes the lack of real social value. Blaming it on autism isn't quirky, it's just a weird defense mechanism to mask the insecurity. Forgetting his name immediately proves the focus wasn't on him. It's always on how she's perceiving herself in the moment. We don't need to babysit this level of social incompetence. Keep the chaos to yourself.
Over the weekend, we went to a bar, was interested in me, he approached me, he did get my phone number. Morning, my best friend sends me a screenshot of Hinge, and that same guy who she was with me that night at the bar, that same guy tried to match with her. So she matched with him just to say, I thought you were interested in my best friend. We both agreed that if he even has a single brain cell, that man would not respond. He would just unmatch with her. He responds and says, although your friend, me, is an attractive woman for personal reasons, I feel as though it would not be a great match. And then he like tries to have a conversation with her. She unmatched him. I don't know if the rest of everywhere else is like this too, but this is just the dating scene in South Florida. I try to look at myself intuitively and kind of assess who I am as a person, but here's the thing. Fully independent 27-year-old woman who takes care of herself mentally and physically. I work out all the time. I eat very clean. I surround myself with good people. I pay all of my bills. I live on my own in Palm Beach County, doing just fine. I'm doing actually really great for myself. For whatever personal reason you have that you think that I am not a great match, the only conclusion I can come up with is that you are not willing to step up, be at the same level as a woman who has her shit together. It's fine by me. I feel as though, you know what, if I'm too much for you, go find less. Aside of that, I mean, that's whatever, because that's just like a guy from the bar, doesn't matter. My dating experience compared to my best friend's dating experience here in South Florida have been two completely different experiences in both the worst way. Me personally, I keep getting ghosted. I don't know if you remember how the night before I went to Texas on my solo trip, I went on a second date with a guy and we had a great time. I did right then and there. Once I got back from Texas, we would meet up and go on a third date. That Monday after I get back, he ghosts me. I haven't heard from him since then. My best friend, on the other hand, she keeps experiencing the most insane guys that will not leave her alone. One of them recently had a completely different number that he FaceTimed her off of after she had told him she wasn't interested anymore. Can't even, as women, gauge what the hell is going on with these guys. This is just a crazy experience. Yeah.
The delusion's off the charts here. He didn't reject the match because he's intimidated by a woman paying bills in Palm Beach. He swapped because the best friend's hotter or more pleasant. That's the harsh truth women refuse to swallow. Men don't care about your financial independence. We care about peace and attraction. Claiming he's not willing to step up is just a cope to mask the rejection. He stepped up just fine, but only to the friend. If you're getting ghosted while the friend's getting chased, the market's speaking loud and clear. We don't need your resume. We need femininity. Stop confusing high value with high maintenance.
I haven't texted anybody back in like 48 hours. Some guy sent me $50 today and said, you should text me back. I like that. I love that energy. That is a smart man. And it's a shame that I won't be able to text him back.
Oh my God, you're so beautiful. How are you single? How are you single? Baby, I'm single because no man's ego is safe with me. Okay, I made the mistake of giving this man my phone number. Come to find out, he is unemployed. So obviously I cut off all contact after finding out that very atrocious news. But for some reason, he felt the need to text me today. At 10 a.m., he texted me, "Good morning, beautiful." Gag. "I hope you have a great day, but fuck a Monday," with a laughing emoji. First of all, I've been up for 5 hours. It is no longer morning for me. I'm going into my afternoon period. Put some respect on it. Second of all, you're unemployed. What the fuck does a Monday matter to you? Third of all, you're broke. Broke people should not be using the laughing emoji. Cut it out. So I sat there and thought for a moment, I probably should not entertain this, but life is a little boring recently, so let me start some shit. So I reply and I say, yeah, but aren't you unemployed? To which he says, IHY, talking about I hate you. I don't know why you hate me. You're the loser with no job. IHY, my professional job is interviewing at this point. Disgusting. So I say, yeah, ... Okay. So just curious, how does one have so many job interviews but no job offers? He said, you're asking the same question I am. To which I said, it doesn't seem like you're asking the right questions in these interviews though. To which he says, realistically, the job market is absolutely horrific right now. And I'm being nice. At this point, I'm being nice. I'm like, you know what? If this man is texting me on a Monday, like, he's obviously very fucking bored, but he's also asking for it. So I ask him, what job are you looking for? To which he replies, account management and business development. I have been very successful in this field for a very long time. Right. So I said, if you have been very successful in this field for a very long time, then why don't you have a job? Besides that, why are you texting me? Do you need to borrow money? And he blocked me. So that's why I'm single.
No man's ego is safe is just a fancy way of saying I'm completely insufferable. That's not a flex, it's a personality disorder. Kicking a man when he's down just because the boredom's setting in proves exactly why the solitude's permanent. It's not about being intimidating, it's about being nasty. The guy didn't block the number because he's weak. He blocked it because he realized peace is worth more than dealing with a toxic bully. We don't need to tolerate this abuse. Stay away from women who get off on tearing you down.
All women do is use men. Never once in my life have I found a man useful. Alright, let's get that fucking straight.
I'm literally so over men. This is what dating is like in 2026. Talking to this guy about meeting up, and I'm a big let's grab coffee first as a first date, like less pressure, less time, less money. I pick the location, I pick the time, I pick the place, and he responds and he's like, actually, that's a little far from me. I was like, okay, where do you live? He lives 20 minutes away. I'm asking for the most bare bone minimum, and we can't even do that. You can't even put 20 minutes into anything. What does that say about you? Like, at least where I live, you can't get anywhere in less than 20 minutes. I know you can't get a block in New York City in less than 20 minutes. Grocery store or a gas station in Los Angeles. And on a first date too, aren't you supposed to be putting your best foot forward and making the best first impression? I can't. I'm so done. It's like wondering why I'm not texting. What? No, sir, we are not doing that. Guys, please do better. This is so ridiculous. They wonder why women just don't want to date. It's because of this shit. Didn't even know how to respond.
I pick the location, I pick the time, I pick the place. That's not a date, that's a command from a dictator. She's demanding total submission before you've even met, then has the nerve to cry about the bare minimum when he won't cater to her convenience. The guy didn't decline because of the distance, he declined because the ROI is garbage. If she was actually high value, he'd drive across the state. The fact he won't drive 20 minutes proves he knows exactly what she is, a control freak with nothing to offer but demands.
A lot of my videos I posted in the past have been like, how to find a man in a while, and I've been reaching out to you guys and asking for your help on what to do. Very, very, very much appreciated your help. The truth is that I've just been so discouraged. I've been so helpful with the things that you've said and your input, and a lot of you are so funny. Like, I think the most common type of man that I'm meeting is just a man that doesn't know how to have a conversation. And I know I've said this before and I've mentioned this already, but so many of you have no idea how to have a conversation. You don't know how to ask questions. All you seem to do is just talk about yourself. Unfortunately, the men that I do meet that do have emotional intelligence, that do know how to have a conversation, you guys don't know how to take care of yourselves. You guys don't know how to put on a nice outfit. You guys don't know how to, I don't know, style your hair. I went out on a date with a man who wore a fucking sweatshirt. No, I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now, but I'm at home alone making cookies, okay? He wore a sweatshirt. I had on a dress with heels, and I had on $200 perfume. I don't have any high hopes anymore. I have no hopes at all. I haven't been on a date in over a month simply because, well, I haven't really tried, and I just don't care anymore. I have given up. I've officially given up. If anybody knows a good pet store for me to pick up some birds, because I'm just gonna be that bird lady, I guess.
She says, I had on $200 perfume. There it is, the transactional mindset in plain sight. She actually thinks spending money on a scent entitles her to control what a grown man wears. The guy with the emotional intelligence wore a sweatshirt because he realized the date wasn't worth the dry cleaning bill. He was comfortable. She was performing a role. If your value relies on a price tag rather than your personality, don't be shocked when high-value men treat you like a casual option. We don't need to dress up for headaches. Go buy those birds.
I hit a guy's car with my car, and then I gave him my number, and he texted me, and he was like, you're too cute to be driving like that. Anyway, now he's picking me up.
I think he just wants to give you driving lessons. Imagine agreeing to a date after smashing someone's vehicle. It shows absolute zero shame. You didn't get asked out because you're a catch. You got asked out because he's a desperate simp rewarding your negligence. If the roles were reversed, he'd be facing an insurance lawsuit, not a romantic evening.